Welcome back to Worthy Family Homestead. Well, this video is going to be a little bit different than what we normally do. This is going to be a product review. So a while back I had a company email me, said that they'd been watching some of our videos and were kind of interested in what we were doing. Said, hey, how would you like to receive one of our products, use it, do a review on it, and let us know what you think of it. So I said, sure, send us whatever you want to send us and we'll take a look at it, we'll review it, try it out, see how it does, and we'll see how it goes from there. So since me and Kim came to the mountains, we figured now will be the best time to try this new product out, because it kind of fits in with what we're doing up here in the mountains in the middle of nowhere. Can I tell you, where we are at this cabin, our cell phones don't work, and it's kind of nice to have that they don't work. But of course when we get back into town they work a little bit better. But where we are now, no cell phone service, and so if this product works here, it'll probably work about anywhere. So come on back to the cabin with us and we'll sit down and take a look at it. Well folks, this is what they sent us to review, and I'm kind of glad they did. I've been looking to get one of these for a long time and I hadn't never done it. It's an actual weather radio, like an emergency radio, and everybody kind of needs to have one of these the way things are now. We're in the middle of October now, and usually around the 1st of September through end October, November is our hurricane season in North Carolina, and these radios come in really handy, especially when the power goes out. I remember back in 1996 when Fran came through, our power was out for about 2 weeks, I think it was, in some places. And you know, it's good to have an extra source of information. A lot of times if you have cell phones and stuff, they're great, but if the cell towers are down, other things like that happen, you don't have any communication, you don't have any idea what might be happening around you. So these little weather radios are really great to have. So I'll kind of go over some of the features of it for you real quick and kind of show you what we got. Okay, this is made by Sunglife. It's seems like a pretty good radio. It's not cheaply made, it don't feel like. It's kind of it's not heavy, but it's got a little weight to it. It's a nice radio. Maybe the lithium batteries in, I'm not sure, but it's got 3 ways to power this radio. You can kind of see now there's a little charging light going on in here now. That's from the little solar panel which is on the top. And I tell you what, it's getting late in the day here and got a lot of trees around me, and the sun's starting to set a little bit. So I tell you what, that solar panel on the top, it's still charging, so that's great. So it charges through the solar panel, it charges the ion lithium batteries that's in this thing. And also, I'm gonna flip over to the back and show you, it's also got the old hand crank here, so if you need to, if the batteries are dead, you can hand crank this thing and it will charge itself back up. But something I didn't think it would have is it's got a little panel on this side that actually holds 3 AAA batteries. I don't know if all these radios have these or not, but I thought that was kind of a neat feature, that if you just want to use this normally just everyday stuff, you can put your 3 AAA batteries in there and keep it going and not have to use the solar power or the hand crank. So I thought that was pretty neat that they have batteries in this thing. And while I'm on the back of it here, it's got another part here to if you don't want to do the solar to charge the batteries inside, or if you don't do the hand crank to charge batteries inside, it has got a little plug that comes with it, a little charging adapter that plugs in right here, and that will charge the internal batteries for you. Also, if you happen to be out and about somewhere and your phone dies or something else dies, it's got a USB plug right here that you can plug your cell phone in, and it'll charge your cell phone too while you're out and about. All right, back to the front of it. Since me and Kim's been in the mountains this weekend here at the cabin, where we are, there's no cell service back here, which is good. I kind of enjoy that a little bit. Of course, when we get back to town, we got some cell service if we need it. But like I say, being back here with no cell service, of course they got TV inside, but if the power was to go out here and we had a storm, I could always turn this radio on here on the weather side and see what's going on around us, or even at the regular stations, you know, see what the local stations are saying, what's happening. So I don't need any cell service, don't need any extra power for this thing. It's already self-equipped and it does a good job. So anyway, I tried this thing out. We cooked some steaks on the grill the other night, and while I was out there cooking steaks, I said, let me try the old radio out. So I put it out there on the deck and turned it on. Like I say, it picks up just as many radio stations as the truck does going up down the road. AM, FM. I don't really know all the radio stations up here in the mountains right now. I know we found a couple of good stations, but like I say, you turn that dial up here and that dial goes back and forth, you're going to find a station, and they all come in pretty good. Of course, this is not a boom box or nothing. It don't have a bass speaker in here, but you know, it does a good job for what it's got. Knob here, you can switch it FM, AM. You can switch back here to the weather side, and it has the weather broadcast on here for you from National Weather Service and these other information that you need for the weather that's going on around here. And again, it's a pretty neat little radio. But to get it to turn on, you turn it back to this end here. Your top knob is your tune knob, your bottom knob is your on, off, and your volume knob, which is pretty simple, which ain't that bad. But some of the other features this radio's got, it's on this end. Of course, it's got a button on the top right here. It's got a flashlight on the end. And I tell you what, that thing's really brighter than you think it is. And it's always good to have an extra light around with you if you need it. And while we're up here on the top, it's got a little antenna that sticks up on the top. So that picks up a lot of stations. Good little antenna. But now I'm going to show you something that I kind of didn't know was even on it until I got using a little bit. But if you look up here at the top, the solar panel right here, got to noticing it. I'm going to turn around so you can see what it does. If you pick up on this solar panel right here, I didn't know if it was just to be able to pick up to get a better direction of the sunlight on it or what it was. But I got to notice when I picked it up, it's got another light on the bottom right here. And that's a good little light too. That kind of gives off a lot of light if you're in a room or something and it's dark in there. It kind of lights up the room pretty decent. But it's also could be used for like a reading light if you're out somewhere or other. If you're camping and you need a little light to read by before you go to bed, that's a good little reading lamp right there. So that thing's pretty neat, and it cuts off when you push it back down. Of course, it's got a little lanyard for you to tote it around and everything, and it comes with a carabiner clip on the end. So I just kind of got it like that as a handle. Well, I tote it like a lunchbox. But there you go. This is just a quick review of the Sunglife weather emergency radio. Like I say, if you've ever been interested in getting one of these, they're pretty neat. And like I say, I'll switch here in the bottom. I forgot to show you this part. This is where you switch from your AAA batteries to your internal lithium-ion batteries. You just flip that switch right there. There's an SOS that actually gives an alert. And a blinky light. So if you're in trouble and you need some help, you just hit that button right there. And that goes back to the radio. So here it is, the Sunglife Weather Emergency Radio. Like I said, it's a pretty neat little radio. It's got a lot of features on it. It's got a couple lights on it. Like I say, it picks up really good from where we are up here in the mountains. And like I say, I'm sure that it does just good at home because I tried a little bit before I left home with it too. But like I say, if you're interested in a weather survival radio, I would recommend this one. Like I say, it's done good for us. We really appreciate the company sending it out to us to review it. And like I say, if you're interested in something like this, I'm going to try to put a link down below to where it's at. I think they got them at Amazon and different places. But I'll give you all the information down in the link below. And like I say, there again, we appreciate them sending it to us to review it and take a look at it. And if you're interested in something like this, check them out. I think you'll enjoy it. Well, thanks again for joining us. This was kind of a quick video, a little different than what we normally do. Never done many product reviews. I think we've done one other one several months ago. But we appreciate the company sending us this to check it out and to review it and to get a chance to use it for a little while. And there again, if y'all are interested in something like that, I think it'd be okay to get. I would recommend it. Like I say, I think I'm gonna get a lot of use out of this radio before it's over with. But again, we appreciate it, and thank you for joining us again. Please like, share, and subscribe. Tell your neighbors and friends and relatives. Well, thanks again for joining us, and hope you enjoyed this review. If you did, let me know in the comments down below. Kind of know if we need to do any more reviews or not. So again, thanks for joining us, and we'll see you on the next video. Hey, dog.
Hey, you're not listening. You're not looking in the camera.
Smack you right in the mouth. Smack you right in the mouth. You better. I'm gonna throw you to the bears. Where's the bears at when you leave? No, we got the bark off my finger.
That's what you get. Ain't it right?
Now, what do you think now?